Another old image of the heart was the heart within the heart is what's witnessing everything we do and everything we see. And so there's a way in which our heart knows the pain that's in the world and actually is capable and needs to witness it. I'm just saying that everybody now has to manage their own intake of news and videos and all the things that are so full of tragedy now. But our heart knows it's happening anyway, and we are witnesses of that at this time. And in witnessing, we become more able to change, and in changing, we find more purpose and more meaning. So another contrast that can be made with the heart is the contrast between the brain and the heart. And modern cultures tend to celebrate the brain, which is an amazing, intricate organ on its own, and it is now seen as the seat of intelligence, as the interpreter of the senses, and often as the controller of behavior. And the latest views of the brain have it extending outside the body. In other words, the brain isn't just in the head. The brain network extends outside the body and has connections, unseen connections with the world. So the brain is moving out into the world in a certain sense. The heart goes the other way. The heart pulls us deeper in. Ancient people were more intrigued with the heart as the organ of deep wonder, of mystery, and of revelation. So as the seat of the soul and as the dwelling place of the natural spirit of our lives, the heart connects each person to the vitality of nature and to the other world of imagination and the endless capacity of this world to keep renewing itself. The heart within the heart is connected to the wonder and to the capacity of renewal, which people now call resilience. But ancient people imagined it as creation continuing and ongoing. Even in the midst of calamity, creation continues. So, continuing the contrast between brain and heart, the mind knows through a process of acquiring information. The knowledge of the heart is instantaneous, it's revelatory, and it's holistic. As the source of imagination, the heart can see what reason cannot comprehend. It can perceive what the brain cannot grasp. To me, that's an important distinction. In ancient Egypt, when they prepared the deceased person for the trip to the other world, they would make it into a mummy and they would take everything out, including the brain. The one thing they wouldn't take out was the heart, because the heart was considered to be the dwelling place of the soul, and the soul was considered to continue after death. And so the heart had to be kept in the body so that it could make the transition to the other world. I'm just surveying ways of imagining the heart, this interior organ, metaphysical organ, spiritual organ that has its own inner wonder and that everyone has access to, but modern people are often unaware of. And yet, when the times get hard and the pressure comes down, it's that deep inner resonance, resource, resiliency that can be found in the heart within the heart that we most need. So beyond the physical organ, the heart was also the metaphorical place. Metaphor has two parts. It's ancient Greek word. Meta, a very popular word right now. Meta mostly means beyond. That's one of its meanings. And for comes from the verb phorein, which means to carry. So a metaphor carries us beyond simple understanding into a greater capacity to witness, to see, and to know. And the heart was the place, the metaphorical place of depth and wisdom. To truly know something, people say we have to know it by heart. To grasp the truth, we have to get to the heart of the matter. To express love means to speak from the bottom of our heart. So everyone knows in a real common way that there's this depth and truth and capacity in the heart within the heart. And in terms of change, I'm thinking of another old Greek word, which is metanoia, meta meaning beyond or profound, and noia meaning to understand. So metanoia is a change that moves us beyond what we previously understood into a place where we can see with new eyes and understand with a greater depth. What we need in the world right now is not simple change, not a shift of attitude, not a change in lifestyle. We need metanoia, a change that carries us beyond the things we knew so that we see and feel and learn to be in the world in different ways. And so metanoia is the kind of big change that's being called upon. But also metanoia is what happens every time we really, change our lives. Metanoia requires not just a change of mind, but a true change of heart. And so a real transformation, which the old idea is the soul is here to transform. We are here to transform, to move through forms, to find ever deeper versions of ourselves, to find what also used to be called the undiscovered self within. And in order to do that, we have to change in this great way of metanoia. And also, I just want to repeat, because I love this phrase right now, it is in changing that we find purpose and meaning. We don't have to have it beforehand. We find it in the process of making change. So the heart within the heart refers to the innermost sense of self, the dwelling place where our soul resides and where our life seeks to grow and blossom from. Unless we let go of fixed ideas, rigid attitudes, and received beliefs, there's no room for the spirit of life to enter or for our deeper sense of love and imagination to awaken. In the same way that something greater than us wounds us early on, call that the parents, call that any circumstances of life, in the same way that something greater than us wounds us early on, something greater than ourselves at this moment seeks to awaken through us and can only do so through the specific wounds we carry. When the heart within our heart opens, we become more capable of love and more able to be vessels through which creative energies and healing energies can enter not just us but the world. Opening the heart in this old imagination of revealing the heart within the heart reveals also the golden self within us. That was the aim of Western alchemy. And that kind of opening changes us completely. And going back to the circumstances we're all in, that kind of opening of the heart is what can help change the world.